Now that we are ending this week's lesson, we go back to where we see Caleb coming onto the scene of Israel's history. In this story, Caleb was one of the faithful spies who saw what God could do. He saw the possible. But just because he saw the possible does not mean that he ignored reality. He came face to face with the facts of the situation. We know that he did because in Numbers 13:28, our verse for the day, it says, "Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak." Faith does not deny reality. Faith does not ignore what is. In fact, what faith does is it looks at the reality, the facts, square in the eye. And it does not turn away, doesn't blink or hold its head down. Because what we've got to understand that as people of faith, as Christians, we can lose our relevance if we lose track of reality. We don't want to become so heavenly minded that we're of no earthly good. And when you look at the facts, when we look at the state of our nation, when we look at the reality in some of our families and the challenges that all of us are facing to some degree, it can be very discouraging to go to the other extreme where all we see are the facts. All we see are what is. And the downcast or depressed nature of news or politics or the economy or all these things. Yes, they are real and they are realities. But remember, faith does not ignore them. It looks at it kind of like a mountain. You don't climb it by ignoring it. You grab hold to it. You embrace it. And you pull yourself up. Like we look in God's power. And we understand that, yes, this is our situation. This is what we've got to face. But we can do this. And Caleb shows us that the Christian is one who is in touch with reality, but he's still grasping or holding on into the promises of God. And those are the things that are going to allow him and allow us to overcome our challenges, our very real, everyday mountains. So Caleb saw these things, but he still is able to utter, "I've seen it, I know what's happening, but guess what? God is able. God is greater than this. I'm looking at the fact." Because remember, when we look at the facts without faith, we will be discouraged to the point of depression and even regression, running back to the slavery of Egypt. Don't do that, friend. Look at what is. Look at what is happening, but realize what God can do and go do it. That's faith that looks at the facts and chooses to believe by faith. Let's do that this week and for the rest of our lives until we see his face, friends. And please remember, until next time, that change